Sometimes I get overprotective over a lot of stuff, like watching Matthew hand and foot with the phone calls. I know sometimes I do get on his case about the phone calls. I do yell at him quite a lot, but I raise up my voice at him because why I'm not patient with Matthew. That's because why I'm pushing it too hard at Matthew, because I just don't like for him to get into punishments. I don't want him getting yelled at from his mother. That's all. I care about Matthew because I don't want him getting more trouble as it is. Remember the first time he was talking about sex? He got everybody hooked to all that stuff. I just don't want him getting shouted at from Maddie. I mean, that's why I'm getting overprotective with Matthew. I mean, that's why I'm coming down too hard on Matthew, because I just want him to do the right thing. By not getting beat up by Jonathan. Or getting hit by Jonathan. I just don't want him hitting anyone. But he should realize he's a grown man and he also has tight muscles. I just don't want to solve it by hitting people. But I love having him as a boyfriend. I just don't want him solving it by hitting people and getting in people's face and threatening people. I don't want him doing all that. I don't want him getting involved with fights. But fighting is not the answer. Just want him to learn how to be nice to people. But not getting his own way and get whatever he wants. Now, in Maddie's house, it doesn't work that way in Maddie's house. It doesn't. That's the same rules I have in my house, too. Same thing. I don't get into fist fights, rough housing, or any kind of fights. I don't do any of that. You don't see me punching people and in people's face and threatening people. I don't do that stuff, but Matthew does. If I can't do that, Matthew can't. You don't see me go around hitting people. I keep my hands to myself. If I can do that, Matthew can. I don't want to see him get into fist fights, attacking people and threatening people. I don't want my boyfriend to do any of that stuff. He's getting in the middle of people's problems and getting in the middle of people's habits. I don't want him doing any of that. That's why I'm being overprotective with Matthew. That's why I'm being overprotective. Because I want him to make good choices without getting in trouble at work. I mean, that's why I'm bothering him too much about the whole Davis Street. Just because I want him to get, I just want for him to stay out of trouble. He's smart. He should know what's right and what's wrong. But instead of worrying about me, he should be focusing on himself. I love Matthew. If he gets hurt, I'm going to get scared if he gets hurt. Like, getting in trouble with Maddie is not the option, but him getting in trouble with Maddie. That I don't, and the foul language, why I'm getting overprotected with the foul language with Matthew. I just don't want him doing that in front of his Matthew. I do not want him doing that in front of his Matthew. If he does it in front of his Matthew, then his Matthew is going to do that. And then his Matthew will get in trouble with Matt if he does. Matthew is once an uncle. He should know what you should do and not do with his Matthew. If I can do that with Maya and Oma, then he should do that with his Matthew Angelo. But he should know that as his job as an uncle, he should be more strict on his Matthew. Just like I do with my nieces.